Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred and I'm back for a quick review of graphing linear functions or graphing linear equations. So as a reminder, we have three equivalent forms of a linear function or a linear equation. Y equals mx plus b. That one provides you with the slope and the y-intercept. I actually like to call it slope y-intercept form. Standard form, which is the form ax plus by equals c, and point slope form, y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. Now, it is an expectation that you know these three formulas. So if you need to put them on an index card to memorize them, make sure you know what they are, what they're called, and what the parts mean. That's important. But today I'm just going to be reviewing graphing. All right, so this equation is in slope-intercept form, slope y-intercept form. So the first thing I want to do is I want to write down my slope. So my slope in this case is -2. Now, if it helps, you can put it over 1. Now remember, slope is change in y over change in x, or rise over run. I want to pay really close attention to that negative, which means that my line is going to be falling from left to right. Then I'm going to write down my y-intercept. Now I want you to be really careful. I think students get into a habit of writing b as the y-intercept. B is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. The y-intercept is a coordinate point 0, 1. Okay? All right, so then the process is we're going to plot the y-intercept. Okay, so that's on the y-axis, 0, I go up to 1. And then from there, I'm going to follow my slope. So I'm going to rise -2, which actually means go down. So I'm going to go down 2, and then I'm going to go to the right, a +1. So that means to the right. Okay? Now I could also go up 2 and to the left 1, and that would still give me a negative slope. Okay? And I'm going to do it again. Down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 and to the right 1. So then I'm going to take my line, do my best here, to draw, oh no, there we go, to draw a nice line through that point, like that. Now, I want you to make sure that you put, and let me try and make that go in a little bit, but there we go. I want to make sure you try and go off the graph. Don't stop inside the graph, and I want you to put arrows at the end because lines go on forever. And so that's how I graph a line in slope-intercept form. Another form that I really like, and we often see lines, is in standard form. So you can see ax plus by equals c. Now, I know a lot of students like to put that into y equals mx plus b, but it's actually not the most efficient way. The most efficient way, or at least the way I think is the most efficient way, is to use the intercepts. So that means using the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Well, let's think about that for a second. I'm going to create a table of values for myself. And the y-intercept, which we found in this last one, was the coordinate point 0, 1. So the y-intercept is always going to be at the x of 0, okay? So if I let x be 0 and I substitute it in the equation, I'm going to be left with -5 y equals 15, so y equals -3. It was a quick and dirty, easy way to find the y-intercept. Well, I can do the same thing with the x-intercept. The x-intercept, the y-coordinate, will always be 0. So if I substitute 0 in for y, this kind of goes away and I'm left with 3x equals 15, so x equals 5. Now I have my 2 points, 0, -3, 5, 0. I plot the points, so 0, -3 is right here, 5, 0 is right here, and then no rise, no run, no confusion with the slope. I just plot my line through those points. Mine's a little off, so let me fix that. All right, and again, we want to go off the graph. We want to make sure we put arrows at the end of our line. I always really recommend you use a ruler for lines, and so we can see that line really working nicely. And if you think about it, your slope would be up 3 and to the right 5. So up 3 to the right 5. So my slope is going to be 3/5. Now from that previous video, remember we said the slope was -a over b in standard form. So that would be -3 over -5, which is 3/5. Check. All right, hopefully that was a helpful video. Have a great day.